going on, everybody? Ninja Daddy here in this mower blade. Anybody need some Dodge rims and tires? It's a spare rim, steel rim with a nice spare. The other two tires are iffy. Chrome rims. And then that tire, I don't know, just something I picked up cheap, make an offer. I did a blunt edge on this blade. My dad once told me that a blunt edge is harder to dull, which makes sense because you watch all these blade making shows on TV and stuff. The thinner the blade, the easier it is to damage, usually. But I did a blunt sharp edge going to a sandy yard, a big sandy yard, so by the time I'm done with it, they're going to be dull no matter what, even if it was brand new. And then, what's up, Scrappy? Good boy. Can I get over here, buddy? Let's see if I can put these on already. We was in a hurry. This one, I sharpened it a little, like sort of in between factory edge and the blunt edge. So it's a little different edge. And then one in the middle is not quite factory edge, but a little blunter than factory edge. All right, boy, them blades are sharp. I wouldn't be playing around down there. Here you go, Ryan. Ryan's been my man installing the blades. But we're gonna go to this yard and I'll let y'all know. I wish I would have thought about it earlier before we put them on the mower so you could see better. But you get the gist of it. So we're gonna go out here and dull these blades on this yard. It's a big sandy yard, farmhouse yard. And we're gonna see which one dulls faster. And I don't know, maybe we'll do some other tests with just, I used to have some clay yards. I really don't have clay yards anymore. I think every yard I have is pretty much sand. But maybe like lush yards versus sandy yards, where you're not sucking up a bunch of sand. And then, I don't know, blades somehow dull just cutting real nice yards too, but not as fast. But seems you're always sucking up a little bit of dust somewhere, dirt, something. But in my head, you would think steel blade versus grass. If it never touched dirt or sand, it would probably just cut grass forever. But I don't know. What's y'all's thoughts? And our other mower, it stopped charging, so we charged the battery with this mower. If we have a big job coming up, we'll have it hooked up and crank the other mower before we unhook the jumper cables. And then I did something else after we crunked the other mower and forgot all about the jumper cables. Hopped on this mower, went to go off the trailer, and it cut off. And here my back tire ran over the jumper cables and broke this battery terminal off. And I slapped on a pair of vice grips in the emergency and put that there. And I mean, the battery's still doing okay. It's getting a little weak. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy me a new battery here in a week or so, but it's doing okay right now. We've already mowed, I don't know, probably about 10 hours like that, maybe more. But that's it. All right, everybody, mowed up there, all out there. All the way down there, all the way past those grapevines, other side of that building or shelter, all the way down to the wood line back there. And there's a brick house back there, and it has a backyard all behind it and all beside it. I've been out here about 3 hours, maybe, probably not that long. I have to look. Yep, I'm gonna check the blades out. I'm gonna take them off and check them out, show you the sharpness. I decided to come down here. You can see there's plenty of sand around. Don't see any of the big ant hills I hit. But all three blades sharpened different than all this mowing, and it's still cutting pretty good. Going a little fast over there. But I slowed down here just so you can see how well it was cutting. It gets really thick right here. That's what I'm cutting, so I'm gonna run over that again. But yeah, just give you all the idea the blades are still cutting good, even though they all three sharpened different. I thought that was neat. I figured they'd be cutting different. There you have it. Still getting a decent cut. Seen how thick that was. That's why I love them gator blades, man. It just mulches that stuff up. Mulches it up. And I did pile some over here where it was super thick. Right there. But, it's right at the edge of the field. But as far as everything I blew over that way is pretty much mulched up. But yeah, still cutting good after all the sand. There was a lot of ant hills. What's up, everybody? Ninja Daddy here. I'm gonna check on these blades. We sharpened 3 different ways. You know, Scrappy out here enjoying the day. It's a beautiful Sunday. I didn't want to take them off this Sunday. I will crawl under here and look at them. After that big yard, they did take a beating on that sand. And got these smartphones. For the life of me, it must be so smart I can't figure it out, because I'm trying to get the light on my phone to work up under here, and I guess unless it's nighttime, I have an LED light on blink. But this one was the shortest one. Sharpness of the edge, it's pretty dull, and this one usually dulls a lot. That's one reason I tried it over here, see if it made a difference, because this is the end. It takes, that blade takes stuff, throws it into this blade, that blade throws it into this blade, and this one has to shoot everything out. So any sand sucked up, whatever, flip it around. Rust on it, and there's a little chip taken out of it right there. So I hit a rock or something. Well, that's kind of dull, but it still has an edge. Let's see what I can see in here. And this one. Focus. I got the camera all sideways. I want to focus. I could just blink into this thing. There we go. I feel the edge. And even though this one is like a thinner grind, it kind of feels duller than the one over here. Now over here where it was sharp in the middle, I guess there ain't as much garbage on this one, but it's a little sharper here. But they ain't really cutting a whole lot unless there's a lot of stuff under here. But yeah. Let's crawl all the way back there. I could go under the other side, I guess. Get my light up here. Let's see. this one had the longest cut. It actually feels pretty decent like the other side, but this one usually takes the least abuse because there's a full metal shroud around it pretty much. So I might have to do this again, sharpen them all back and put them in different positions, and I'll make an update video of that. So the fig bush I planted at the beginning of the summer, I love the smell of fig bushes, and I was like, it would be more awesome to be down in the garden and smelling a fig bush during the summer. And this one's supposed to give these royal purple figs or something. I can't remember what name it exactly had for it. When I planted it, it was only about up to there, where that node's coming out. But we got two good little branches grew off of it. Got a new little one starting there. And one little fig. It's probably not gonna make it, it's getting cold. You can see the leaves are curling up. I'm pretty darn sure it ain't gonna make it. This is a miracle fig. The top's still growing, looking pretty. I had it surrounded by turnips. I was getting greens off of it. And they were planted close together, so I was just getting these little tender greens. And then the pepper plant there was a Roma tomato plant here. Yep.